What if Britney Spears' infamous 2007 breakdown wasn't just about her personal struggles, but connected to Diddy's chaotic world?
Right. Get Britney or any woman or children, you're supposed to have rules to the game. There gotta be rules to the game, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And don't put nobody in danger driving, you know?
In this video, we'll dive into new evidence linking Britney's wild Vegas night with Sean Diddy Combs just before her disastrous VMA performance. Was it just a coincidence, or was Britney caught up in something much bigger? We'll reveal Cassie's shocking testimony, rare photos from that night, and the new theory that Britney's downfall wasn't entirely her fault. Stay tuned as we unpack the secret connections and clues hidden in plain sight.
Everybody's getting caught up in something. I'm cured now though, everybody. I'm cured. Everything's good. You know, y'all can have me over for dinner. Everything is good.
The trial of American hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is underway in New York. Accused of running a vast operation involving trafficking and racketeering, Diddy's arrest in September 2024 sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Now, as the trial unfolds, an unexpected name has surfaced: Britney Spears. Daily Mail reports recently revealed that Britney was seen partying with Diddy the night before what would become one of the most infamous performances of her career. Fans are starting to wonder, was this more than just a random night of fun? Could this seemingly casual connection be a missing piece in Britney's troubled timeline? As Diddy's legal drama plays out in court, Cassie Ventura, his former girlfriend and a key witness, testified about the night in question, revealing Britney's involvement in a party that may have had far more impact than anyone realized. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into what really happened that night and how it could be a key part of understanding both Diddy's empire and Britney's shocking downfall.
Vanity Fair, I live an extravagant life, and I make no apologies for it. I'm free as a motherfucker.
On September 7th, 2007, Britney Spears and Sean Diddy Combs were seen celebrating at Jet nightclub in Las Vegas. This wasn't just any party. According to testimony from Cassie Ventura, Britney's presence wasn't coincidental. It was Diddy's own invitation for her to join his circle that evening. The night's festivities didn't stop there. After Jet, they headed to an after-party at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino hosted by none other than rapper 50 Cent.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January.
Oh, that's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
Cassie testified that Britney wasn't just a bystander at these gatherings. She mingled with Diddy and other high-profile guests, including Dallas Austin and Paris Hilton. Photos from the night show Britney visibly out of sorts, posing with Diddy and the crew. While there's no direct indication Britney was involved in any illicit activity, fans are starting to piece together a troubling timeline. Could this night of partying have set the stage for what happened less than 24 hours later?
Working for Diddy for 6 years trained me to have to be perfect.
Working for Diddy?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects...
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
The following day, Britney took to the stage at the MTV Video Music Awards, delivering a performance that would be remembered for all the wrong reasons. As court testimony unfolds, it's becoming clear that this party might have been more pivotal than anyone imagined. Britney later revealed in her memoir that she was pressured into performing despite feeling exhausted, unrehearsed, and anxious. She hadn't slept, was still recovering from childbirth, and was overwhelmed by the pressure to appear fine. The performance was widely criticized, but now, with new details surfacing from Cassie's testimony, fans are questioning the events leading up to that day. Could the wild night with Diddy and his circle have contributed to her downfall?
I believe that Britney was like to Diddy and
Absolutely. Absolutely. All of those girls, all of those Mickey Mouse girls, including Christina Aguilera, all of these children have been big. Part of the reason why they can't tell you is because they were drugged.
Yep.
Most of what was happening to them was happening. And what they have...
As the night stretched on at 50 Cent's after party, reports emerged suggesting a much darker atmosphere than the photos alone convey. Insiders have hinted that the party wasn't just an ordinary celebration. Whispers suggested tension, an unease that hung over the gathering. Britney, who was accompanied by Diddy and others, was described by some as out of sorts, with one fan noting her seemingly detached demeanor in the circulating images. Now, with this timeline in mind, there's growing speculation online. Was Britney's infamous VMA performance merely the product of exhaustion, or was she entangled in something far more complicated than we ever realized?
What they don't know about Jamie and Lynn Spears is that every day Jamie goes to work as a professional chef, asking the Lord to give him the strength to honor the people he works for in the midst of circumstances. That Lynn Spears is a mother that is brokenhearted just because she's apart from her daughter, that she loves her daughter so much. So really, I guess for me to be self-indulgent for a moment, that I would really hope that all those who seek God for...
This narrative shift has prompted fans and analysts alike to reconsider how deep Britney's ties with Diddy went that night, and what unseen pressures might have contributed to the unraveling that ultimately led to her conservatorship. In the aftermath of Britney's chaotic night and her disastrous performance at the VMAs, the pop icon found herself in a whirlwind of public scrutiny. Within months, her life was no longer her own.
But you could say the same thing about someone like Britney Spears.
Absolutely.
There's only 3 months age difference between you and Britney.
Absolutely.
And look at the difference. Complete disaster.
Well, I mean, people handle different things differently. And thank God I've been, surrounded by honesty. And thank God I've chosen to still be around people that I trust. And it's really...
Fans and media outlets have often attributed Britney's conservatorship solely to her public meltdowns and personal struggles. However, with Diddy's trial resurfacing details about that fateful weekend in Las Vegas, a new theory has emerged. Could that night have been a pivotal trigger for her collapse? Cassie Ventura's testimony, highlighting Diddy's presence and Britney's involvement, has led many to wonder whether Britney's chaotic night out was influenced by more than just her own choices. Was she caught in the crossfire of a high-profile circle with hidden agendas? Or was it purely a case of exhaustion and media pressure?
Most of those girls, especially if they like mixed drinks, you understand, they see the bottles when they open them. And they trying to keep their eyes on because they don't want to get no kind of drugs put in their system. But what they don't understand is in the orange juice and it's in the cranberry juice.
As the trial unfolds, witnesses have begun shedding light on events from that night in Vegas. Cassie Ventura mentioned Diddy's connections with celebrities, including Britney and others, reinforcing the idea that their interactions may not have been as innocent as they seemed. One testimony described a chaotic scene where Spears, Diddy, and a group of high-profile names partied until the early hours. Fans and observers now speculate that this environment may have played a bigger role in Britney's collapse than previously believed. This trial has reopened old wounds, drawing new lines between pop culture and legal drama. Britney Spears' connection to Diddy's story is no longer just a passing headline. It's a reminder of the tangled web of celebrity, power, and pressure. While Spears' performance at the 2007 VMAs is still viewed by many as her lowest point, this new context suggests her night with Diddy may have been a bigger piece of the puzzle than we ever imagined. As testimonies continue and more details emerge, one thing is certain: the pop princess's story is more complicated than it seemed, and her night in Vegas with Diddy might have been more than just a wild party.